Welcome to the Eye of the Observer podcast, a podcast of the Observer News staff. On Eye of the Observer, we'll be interviewing the newsmakers and fascinating personalities at Elgin Community College. Or sometimes we'll be talking about news or cultural topics among ourselves to inform and entertain you. Hi, my name is James Kilcoyne.
I'm Matt.
Moises Encarnacion.
I'm Eric.
And today's podcast is sponsored by Columbia College of Missouri. Begin a new chapter at Columbia College of Missouri in Elgin, offering flexible, affordable degrees for real lives and real responsibilities. Located locally on the ECC campus, you can take classes in person or online, all at your own pace.
So today we're going to be talking about our favorite video games. It's kind of a random podcast, but we all really were thinking about what we really enjoyed the most on our consoles, I guess, / PCs. So who wants to start with their favorite game? Or like it's kind of going to be like an exposition on what our favorite game is, why we like it, etc. So who wants to go first, huh?
Sure, I'll go. So my favorite game, it's not really a favorite game, but it's a game that I've been playing. I think I put in at least 400 hours.
Damn.
Wow.
Brawlhalla for sure.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I'm on platinum, so if you guys are criticizing me,
Yeah.
1v1 me,
Okay,
you guys won't be talking smack.
fair enough.
But it's not game of the year or anything. Some people love it, some people hate it. For those who don't know what Brawlhalla is, it's basically kind of like Smash Brawl. Is that what it is?
You mean
Brawl?
Super Smash?
Super
Bros?
Smash, yeah. Super
Yeah.
Smash, kind of like the same thing, but a little bit different.
Bro is not a gamer.
Huh? Yeah, I'm not.
No, keep going.
So it's basically like a fighting game, 2-dimensional fighting game. It doesn't have a storyline. You just basically fight your friends, or you compete online on tournaments and rank and stuff like that. Personally, I like it because it does kind of give me that that drive to continue to be better for myself. Like when I do ranks, kind of like Call of Duty ranks, where you like trying to compete against other teams and you're trying to make it to the top tier. That's kind of what I like to do with Brawlhalla, especially because it's a single player rank. You trying to be better than the rest, right? So it's like that competition in me, which is why I like Brawlhalla for that reason.
Is it an actively updated game? Like, is it live service?
What do you mean?
Like, are there updates every once in a while for like a new season?
Oh,
or new
yeah.
stuff.
So every 3 months there's a season change where they either bring new characters, and every time the season changes, they restart the rank system. So you go back to Browns, and then you have to find yourself back to where you were again.
Oh, so like Rainbow does that too. I mean, I guess they did. I don't know where they're at now, but they would always restart everything because there's like a new character or something.
Something like that. Except the difference between the two is that rank is like really. Rainbow
Competitive?
Siege is like really like toxic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely is.
Sorry, Rainbow Siege is
Nah,
a little
one of my-
little bit toxic. bro.
Synonymous with toxicity.
Yeah, one of my favorite games, bro. But the chat is crazy.
Yeah.
The chat is crazy.
What about you, Eric?
What about me? Oh, my favorite game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really have a favorite game. I like playing all games equally. But you know what? Red Dead Redemption 2.
What?
Okay,
That's respectable.
Red
That's
Dead Redemption
respectable,
2.
Oh,
bro.
okay. You said
Like-
it too fast.
My bad. It's because, like, I'm not going to lie. I haven't finished the story because I'm still playing it. But
Same.
the graphics and, like, so much detail into that game.
Yeah.
So much work put in by Rockstar. I think it's an amazing game. Like,
Yeah.
I actually feel like a cowboy, you know?
And didn't that game come out like after GTA 5?
Yes,
So
yes, it did.
So
Yeah.
imagine like how
GTA
much they're gonna do with GTA 6.
If that
That's
ever comes
true.
out, bro.
It will come out.
Nah,
I
got
think they're
faith.
just
I
they're
got
just
faith.
trying to make a lot of money off of GTA 5. That's what I think it is.
No, seriously, because it's still doing really well.
Yeah.
They're still selling a lot.
Yeah, of
copies.
course. So why would you make
Another game.
yeah when the old game is still making that much money? You know, it just
Well,
doesn't make sense.
I think it might not even be that. It might be that they're gonna milk out as much money as possible
That's
to
what-
make
yeah.
GTA 6 like the craziest.
yeah.
Oh no,
Craziest
no, I see
thing.
what he's saying.
Shit,
So
Yeah.
I guess it's a double focus. My dad, like he doesn't play GTA, but when I explain to him how GTA is doing things, I guess Rockstar, is doing things with GTA, He's like, why would you ever update or change a product when it's already just still making you money?
Of course.
Like, there's no point. Why would you spend money to get that money back?
I think that's business 101 right
yeah,
there.
really.
Especially with their aggressiveness on the shark cards in that game.
Yeah.
For those who aren't familiar at home with Grand Theft Auto 5, basically you can buy online money that, I mean, is one-time money transaction. So what is it, like $20 is like a
$1
million and a half, something
which
like
is
that?
nothing in GTA.
Yeah,
right?
no, it's like pocket change. And they just nickel and dime you for everything in that game. It's pretty bad. But what that allows for is just some absolutely ridiculous, record-breaking profit margins for Rockstar Games,
And
the
then-
publisher of GTA.
And not only that, but you can also take an example of, like, we're talking about GTA 5, right? So you can take into example 2K, the 2K series of games, like the 2K23 that just came out for 2024, 2K24.
Yeah, it should-
2K24 just came out, right? Every year 2K comes out with this new game, and that's basketball that we're talking about, where like you literally have to spend like $100 to be like top tier best online rank,
It's
right?
like pay to win, yeah.
Yeah, so
Really?
it's a pay to win, but
EA.
and they do that every year instead of like trying to make like an actual good game and like milk the money out.
It's like a repeat of the
Yeah,
old
it's
game.
literally the- and
Which is
it-
why would you spend money on that?
I mean,
realistically.
exactly.
Well, okay, well, Modern Warfare, right?
I mean, I'm
Every
not
2
buying the new
years.
game. Actually, I pre-ordered it. My bad.
Modern Warfare
God,
3
bro.
or
Yeah.
I mean, in
MW3.
general, bro, Modern Warfare or just Call of Duty in general, they have a new game every other year. It's just how they do things. And that just really does not promote longevity of a game, which actually I feel like makes profit hard. Because then how much are people going to invest in one game when there's going to be another? You know what I mean?
Well, it's very interesting to see the evolution of that because I wasn't playing Xbox games when I was during like when Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, the games like that. But I do know from going back and playing them because I really like zombies. I'm sure that'll be
Ooh.
brought up at some point. But and also I used to play those games later when me and my buddies when we were young, we'd go into the gym at his house and play it on his PS3 in there that they would use for like Netflix. Anyways, I would play those games and the evolution, like there was real evolution back then in the games, like new mechanics, stuff like that. It's like the beginning of it. So back then it was totally reasonable to have the
right.
annual releases because there was something new to offer. But now it's like,
But, like-
it's just similar to the GTA 5 thing where it's just like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. where
Exactly,
They've kind of got themselves in the same rut where it's like it's too big of a risk perceived.
But I personally think that you're right about GTA 5. Why fix a game when it's not broken? But at one point, it's better to release a refresh of a game because I stopped playing GTA 5 probably 2-3 years ago because it's the same boring stuff for me. Like,
Yeah.
you literally you go online and you get blown up like 50 times by a random stranger online, bro. Like, that's not fun to me. Like, especially if you stop playing for a while, the money doesn't grow. It stays the same. And then
Yeah.
by the time you come in, like everything else is so expensive.
GTA inflation.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's like
That's
inflation real
That-
out here. You know what I'm
that
saying?
really happened when people were able to buy too much with the shark cards. They just
Yeah.
like slammed everything 2 times
And,
price.
and that's kind of genius.
oh, it's
honestly.
absolute, dude. It's genius. Not kind of genius. It is genius.
'Cause that makes people buy more, play more, and invest a little bit more in like just playing the game, and really just strategizing outside of
Yeah.
the game too.
And-
Man,
and-
there's like endless ways you can think about that.
Yeah, and really quick, Matt. Before we get to you, I just want to something Moises said. I absolutely agree with.
Yeah.
Is I haven't played GTA now in like, I think a year or two.
Okay.
Something like that. But the last time I played it, the only reason I actually got on was because of mods.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it added something new to the game that wasn't previously there.
Right.
So it made it into like. But even then, it got pretty old just because I have like so ungodly amount of hours on GTA, like all platforms.
Correct me if I'm wrong though. Mods are only on the PC though, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
not on the. I have a PlayStation 5.
Well, you can get PlayStation 5. I doubt that there's mods.
Nah,
but,
there isn't.
But PS4 and prior, I'm sure you can get like a jailbreak USB or I don't know. I don't know if people at home don't do that, but at least on computer there's some sketch websites that you can get
Right.
mods or you can pay for it, which
Like
is
modded
ridiculous.
consoles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for
Jailbreak,
Rainbow, there
yeah.
was a way you could play keyboard and mouse on console by a certain method, but you literally, I'm not kidding, it was so unfair. You could literally just buy it off
crazy.
Amazon from sketchy buyers. You have keyboard and
Sketchy
mouse,
buyers.
and think of it this way: with a controller, aiming's hard in comparison.
Yes.
Movement's hard in comparison. You are fighting people that you feel like are cheating because of how fast they are when it comes to movement. You could turn your sense all the way to like, I don't know, like I haven't played on a console in a while, like really high, and you still cannot beat a skilled KBM player.
So Matt, what's your favorite game?
Honestly, I usually section my games into like favorite single player, favorite multiplayer. Which one do you guys want to hear?
Multiplayer online.
Multiplayer online. It literally is Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, you bring it up a lot. I kind of figured.
I have been playing that game since like 2018.
Okay.
I stopped like last year, but I have like probably a couple thousand hours on that game.
That's crazy.
Mm,
Like
That's
that's like
pretty
that
ridiculous.
much hours, bro.
shit.
I'm not calling like you have no,
No,
life.
no, no.
I'm just saying like
At
I've
one
never
point,
done that
I
ever.
literally COVID, bro. I had no life.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't get those back. You can't get
no,
those hours
I
back.
can't
dude.
get that
No,
a
that's-
1,000 something hours back, bro.
Fun,
Yeah.
fun fact: I actually have a friend that he like invested at least 10,000 hours in Fortnite,
Oh my
and
God,
he
bro.
invests like so many hours in every
Imagine the
game.
money, bro.
Wait, what?
Imagine the money he spent.
Well, he
Bro.
says he doesn't buy a game if it's not like at least 100 hours of gameplay, because to him
It's kind of
That's-
valid.
because every
Yeah.
game now is like $70 and you only get like 20
20
hours of
hours.
gameplay.
You know what? Spider-Man 2 is like that.
Yeah.
It's like 15 hours
Well, no,
of
but
story mode.
okay. Here's the thing. I want to. This has nothing to do with Rainbow, but here's the thing about Spider-Man 2. I want to say, or just games like
'Cause
Spider-Man.
It's open world.
It's open world. There's so much you can do.
Yeah.
There's no excuse. Bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
side
like-
quests.
You
okay.
still have like 60 hours of gameplay.
Okay, so Resident
Yeah.
Evil would be an example then.
yeah, Resident Evil. You beat the game. You still have stuff to do.
But
But-
to be honest with you, a lot of people, a lot of gamers like to play the story mode more than the actual like side
Online.
achievements
Yeah.
that you can
Yeah, I
unlock.
was gonna say Red Dead is like at least I think it's like 80 hours of pure linear story. Linear that
Oh,
does
yeah.
like there's other side quests that are the real story and like it isn't just like 100%.
Yeah.
You know, 100% the game quest. They're like
Like I said, there's
Real
so much detail in
quests,
that game.
yeah.
Not detail, but like there's so much stuff you can do in
for
that game.
what was it released $60 and then there's like titles that do come out that are like you know
Cheap.
like yeah you
not
can you
made
can
well.
yeah you can kick rocks longer than that game. You
yeah,
know what I mean like
I mean, a great example, and I am not ripping on fighting games, but when it comes to Mortal Kombat, it is an amazing game. But their story mode, bro, is like 6 hours. I am not saying that I
Wow.
don't like Mortal Kombat. I love that game.
No, that is true.
But the story mode is literally like 6 hours.
Yeah, you can beat it in a
Yeah.
You
day.
could beat it in a whole day.
And they sell it for what, $70?
$70,
which
That's
is crazy.
wow.
But that's why I think you can only buy fighting games. Like if you're actually gonna play
Yeah.
competitively.
Fighting
or
games
you
usually
have,
last very long too.
Right.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
2 or 3 years.
You know, one game that me and my girlfriend have been playing is Animal Crossing,
Yeah.
and somehow when you play with other people, you cannot get bored of it. But
Oh,
when you
really?
play it by yourself, it's like, oh,
I've never
I
actually
was gonna
played
say
Animal
playing it by
Crossing.
yourself, dude. I played like about 15 hours and I couldn't stand the game anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like so Animal Crossing is like basically a game where like it's kind of like Minecraft,
Is
but
it actually?
like My Sims, like connection to it's
Oh,
like
like-
it's
Yeah,
like
Sims,
it's
yeah.
like combining
about
Sims
that.
and
I had no
Minecraft.
idea.
So there's no storyline. But there is like side missions. You start off in a little island paradise, and you have to like, and you there's
to
this
build your
little
empire like
there's
that
this
Black
little
Ads.
raccoon that tries to like make you go in debt every time, and you have to pay off that debt. But every time you pay it off, you gain more debt. So it's like
Bro.
it's
You
like
know what
one of
that's
those.
called?
Sisyphus,
It's like
bro.
one of those games where it's just a never-ending debt, but like
Oh my god.
there's no storyline, so it does
So
get
it keeps you
boring.
hooked.
Yeah, it keeps you hooked.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's better when you play it with other people. So there is games where like they're not good, but they're only good because you play it with other people. So I'm kind of like Mortal Kombat, Brawlhalla,
right,
Smash
actually,
Bros. Yeah,
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like Rainbow, I guess they have a story mode. It's literally just tutorial missions, bro. I'm not kidding. And they're integrated into a story, and that's it.
Seriously.
It's literally it. If the game is dead, if a game like that is dead, you got no game. I'm being
Yeah.
serious.
I was gonna say as long as it
But-
just takes the mechanics to be bad and that game's shot.
Something amazing about games like Rainbow, and there's really no games that similar to Rainbow, is because of how tactical it is. Sometimes you could really just be bad at aiming, but if you understand the game
It's like chess.
physics. Yeah, it's literally like chess, like when it comes to playing. But I guess it is fast paced. Rounds are 3 minutes. It requires a lot of game sense, and I really appreciated that game because of that. And also, I don't know why, but in 2018, I really appreciated realistic games. And I'm not saying that's completely realistic, but it's better than most. Like Call of Duty, when you have an AK-47, you can't like jump 4 feet in the air and shoot people. Like, I don't know what it was, but
Are
the
you
realism.
slandering Call of Duty, bro?
Nah, it's a good game. It's a good game. It's a good game. I actually play Modern Warfare more than I play Rainbow now. So
Mm.
yeah.
Oh, really?
It's just
So
so
you have
much
like
easier to
1,000
play.
hours on MW2?
I don't have no, bro.
Okay.
No.
So you haven't played more then? Just kidding.
No,
I'm just,
no,
I'm
like,
just, I'm just
recently-
ripping on you at this point. I'm
oh
sorry
my
about
God.
that.
Recently though, single player games for me, Elden Ring. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Sekiro was my favorite, but after a while, Elden Ring, which is a Dark Souls game, I'm pretty sure everyone's heard about Elden Ring. I don't want to get into too much detail, but that game's like a masterpiece.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't see the hype around Elden Ring. I'm not saying it'd be different.
Whoa.
I played Elden Ring and I liked it. I actually did like it. I just like don't find the motivation, you could call it, to play it.
It's literally supposed to be a losing battle, bro.
I'm just walking around.
Yeah, that game is supposed to be an arrow to the knee, like the
Yeah,
entire
you literally
time.
are supposed to be
Yeah.
it's a losing battle.
Isn't that game only popular because of Elon Musk?
Elden Ring? No.
I don't even
no.
know
It was
how
like
to
saying
connect.
He posted
Kanye
it
West
on
made Taylor Swift. That's
Yeah.
a crazy.
Yeah,
he
bro,
posted
I
it
know,
on
yeah.
Twitter and it just went viral.
No,
it was hyped up for a
Did
while.
Elon
when it
Musk
came out
actually post
February.
something about
Yeah,
Elden Ring?
he did.
It's
What
the
he did.
He
The
knows
successor.
reason why I liked it and a lot of people like it is because there's literally a fan base around really hard games like that. It's called Souls-like games,
Okay.
and I guess
Yeah.
I'm a gamer that plays Souls-like games. It's my favorite genre. And when that came out, I was so hyped. I just finished Sekiro for like the 5th time, so
The reason why that game blew up, at least, because I'm not into Souls games. I get way too frustrated, right? But at least from an outsider's point of view, what it seems to be like is that game is like for Souls for Souls game enjoyers and people who like difficult games with a grimmer appeal to it.
yeah,
That's like it is like the ultimate like creative child of what like everything. It's like leading up to the game. It's like everything that people like from like Bloodborne, like stuff like that was like put into one little product and it was a new product. So it's like imagine if you made a new Call of Duty with all the best traits. It's like oh my god, like what's
yeah.
going on?
It's like create your own type of Souls game. Like there is not a feature that I can think of other than maybe the hidden weapon feature in Bloodborne that isn't from past Souls games. Like Sekiro, it's all about blocking perfectly. That's in Elden Ring, but just not like the main focus, but it's in Elden Ring.
That's nice.
Like, There's so much, That's like why it's one of my favorite games, I guess.
What about Hogwarts Legacy?
Great game, amazing.
It's
Beautiful.
good. It's good, but it is kind
It's not
of
Elden Ring.
what?
I'm just kidding.
It's not bad in Elden Ring. It's good, but it's a kind of a chore simulator in a little bit of
How?
dude. You
Bro,
have like
it's
1,000
Harry Potter.
You have 1,000. You have 1,000 side quests and like the same stuff.
Damn.
Okay,
That's tough.
Avada Kedavra though. That's all I gotta say. That's
No,
all
it's
I
a
gotta-
good game. That's my one complaint is how the amount of like absolute side chores you have to do.
Okay, I guess that's true because it takes a while. Because like, I want to play the main story. I want to know like, because
But you need
have
to do all
visit
these
some
damn
towers.
chores
right?
to-
But yeah,
Okay.
Get that level.
Okay. James, so what's your favorite game?
All right.
Multiplayer online.
Oh, multiplayer online. All right, so I'm gonna break it down, similar to how Matt did, for what it's worth. So as far as like single player game, I know it's multiplayer, but I'm gonna just go single player first. I think it's probably GTA 5 Story,
Okay.
like
Okay.
just because of like the time periods of which I played those was great. I would say Red Dead Redemption 2 if I had finished the game. Because I have not, I feel like I have to reserve the right to say that yet.
Okay.
But as far as multiplayer games, I got a couple, to be honest. Like I'm one of those guys where I can give you good reasons for all 3 of them. I'm gonna say an outlandish opinion. I'm gonna give you guys a groundbreaking opinion here, and I want everybody on video. Everybody here.
Fortnite sucks.
Everyone stare at the camera.
Everybody in
Listen
the
to what he says.
building. Everybody in the
Stare at the
building
camera.
is about to have a heartbeat skip.
Okay.
Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare.
Oh my!
That's
okay.
crazy.
No, that was a good game.
That
When
is I'm specifically talking about
DS?
It was on
Yes.
Xbox.
Yes,
no,
bro,
no.
no, it's on X-
okay.
it's on
So
Xbox.
let me explain it first.
Oh,
Let me explain
What?
this first. So there is a game out there called Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare,
Okay.
where it is a third-person shooter of like the main cast of Plants
PvZ.
vs Zombies. It is gameplay mechanic wise one of the best games,
It's
most
good.
entertaining games I have ever played. Every ability in that game is fun. It's balanced really pretty well. It's enough where it's like you don't see the
Colonel
same
Cobb,
one.
bro.
Yeah, well, that's the second one, but yeah, for the second one, I get it. But like the first one was, I'm mostly talking about the first one.
Okay.
The first one was so good. The
Yeah.
but it doesn't have enough players. That's the part where it's like, you should have been there. You know, if you were there, you were there. But
I was
those who
there.
know understand how good that first game was. It was so good. I mean, I replayed it on PS4 at some point, and it was just the best when it had people on it. The second one is also very good. I really enjoy the second one. I don't feel like either of these are objectively the best multiplayer games ever made. I don't think that's true. But I feel like I've had the most fun because of it being like a video game, where it's just like the mechanics of it and everything are just like awesome. I
So-
think the game I've had like the most fun on though would probably be The Hunter Call of the Wild.
Never heard of it.
Seriously, bro. These are
Yeah.
okay. First,
These
I want to
are
talk about
hot
PVC
takes.
real quick.
Yeah.
PVZ. I played both Garden Warfares,
hmm
and they were great games. They were actually one of my like. If I really think about it, my first real FPS games.
Yeah.
Only reason I guess TPS games. Only reason I say that is because like every other shooter game I played, I just was like, like I didn't really play it. And then
Yeah.
my friend got Garden Warfare 1 and then Garden Warfare 2, and we would play it all the time.
hmm
Wait. So as I'm watching this video right now, so is this like what, like you're basically supposed to kill zombies?
Okay,
You can play
so
either side, right?
yeah, you can
Yeah.
play either side. So it's a conquest type thing. You ever played Battlefield?
I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah. No, what it is it's basically the most superior version of Battlefront ever made. It's the same mechanics, same people who made made Battlefront.
That
made
is true.
Okay.
Yeah, it is like it feels like the best version of Battlefront. Plays like the best version of Battlefield. Like, because it's one point, then you move on to the next.
Yeah.
Then it's not like a battle.
Yeah.
But that's like the main mode in there. There's like obviously there's like a team deathmatch equivalent. I think it's called Team Vanquish.
Yeah.
Because it is a teen game. Oh yeah, and it's for teens.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can't,
that's
they can't use the
also a
word death. They
huge
say
appeal.
vanquish or what was another one?
Yeah. Oh, and the game has so much character, like personality. It's
The colors are very.
I don't
vibrant.
even
The
know.
damn trailer of Garden Warfare 2, bro, was creative as crap.
Oh, dude, it made it look like it was a World War II documentary. Like
really?
it,
Yeah.
oh,
I see
dude,
this for myself.
it was. We can view it at some point, but it is so creative. I think what do they do? E3 is not really a thing anymore, honestly.
No, it
but
got
I think it
canceled
was at E3, right?
I think it was. I think it was.
Yeah.
I just remember
Legendary.
watching the trailers for both and just being super hyped.
Oh, they're so hyped because the game has like, dude, there's just like a man that's made out of corn shooting people while flipping with like rock and roll playing. Like, how is that not awesome?
That was so.
And it's
Wow.
cool. It's cool. It's not, no pun intended, corny, but it's like it's cool.
Yeah.
It's great.
So I do want to mention out for our audience, as I was looking at the video of the what was it called again? Plants vs Zombies.
Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare.
Garden Warfare. It looks like it's a really fun game to play for people who are not into gaming, who want something like simple. It looks like that type of game. It's not too crazy, but
Easy
it's
to pick
also
up.
fun and it's cartoonish. So
Yes.
if you're listening to this podcast and you want to find a game that's fun to play with like friends, like girls or stuff like that, because we all know that a lot of girls are not gamer.
Nah, that's true.
It looks like that would be a fun game to play for
Yeah.
real.
And there is a single player like round based mode that
Yeah.
is also fun. Granted, it's not as replayable, but it is very fun. And if you are interested in buying it, do yourself a favor, buy the second, because there's real servers for that.
Is that like out on the PS5 or like the new gens?
I don't know. That is a really good question.
Let me
It's
look
on
it up real
PC
quick.
for sure. It's on Steam. It would be on PS4. I have it on PS4, and I think Xbox just because. But
Yeah, so it looks like it is. So Garden Warfare 2 is on the PlayStation 4, and it's actually selling at GameStop for $14.99.
Oh yeah, no, and it's probably worth about $14 for what it's worth because it's an old game. Like that's
Yeah,
like
it's
that's
like
don't buy a old Ford Edge for full price. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's
it's
the
like
same
6 years
concept.
old. Am I wrong?
Oh, dude,
Probably
it might be
more.
longer. It might be 8. Honestly.
Damn, bro.
It's not like
been that
like
long?
GTA where it's like $29, but then on top of that it's like
Nah.
$100.
No, yeah. I mean, there-
I get it.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah. No, it's. I got it on. If you're getting on Steam, just wait for a sale. EA does sales all the time, and it or double check it. I think the new one might be on Game Pass. I don't know how good that one is. I've heard mixed stuff on it, but the Modern Warfare 2, or not Modern Warfare 2, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 might be on Game Pass as well. But
Nice.
and then as far as the Hunter Call of the Wild, as far as the game I've had the most fun on. So that game is a hunting game where you're basically it's a realistic hunting simulator,
Okay.
and it is that game we bought it just stock, no DLC. That game is kind of like if you're really into hunting, I'm sure that game is the thing for you. Yes,
Does that have a story mode?
kind of.
Yeah.
It's not. It's more of just like
What was it
explore.
on? The Wii?
No, this is a new game.
A new game. Okay.
This is you can buy this on Steam right now and on Xbox. And
What's the name
stuff.
of it?
The Hunter, with the colon there, Call of the Wild.
Dude, I remember playing a game on the Wii. It was a hunting game, and you're hunting with your brother, and like the final boss is like a bear, and the bear kills your brother or something.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah,
it's on the PS4 as well.
yeah, it got pushed pretty hard for a while. A couple years after its release. Normally during updates they do, but it's an open world game. It's open world on a select amount of maps. If you just have no DLC, it's just the base map, which is good. But it's entertaining by itself, no DLC, anything like that. I thought it would be just a really good game, but that game, that publisher, whatever, they have sales frequently on their DLC. So I had gotten like ATVs and like a gun package, like a hunting gun package with dogs. It made it with my friends one of the most entertaining games I have ever played because it's one of those games where the mechanics kind of suck. So, like, you can just get away with some of the most broken activities possible. So, like, you can just, like, if you're driving an ATV and you hit something, they don't die. Like, you just, like,
What?
stop in front of them. So, like, you can hit a turkey and then just point blank no scope it. And as long as you hit it in a decent spot, you'll get, like, $1,500. It's like you can like go off a bridge, jump off an ATV, and go flying and do like a 360 no scope on a deer.
Yeah.
Like it is the funniest game. It is the funniest game.
You know what's one game I almost forgot about?
What?
The greatest game, in my opinion, that I really enjoyed playing. Far Cry 6. I
Six?
enjoy Far Cry 6.
I never played the Far Cry
Hold on,
series,
is
and
that
I'm
with
not
the
gonna lie,
Giancarlo
I don't see the hype.
Esposito?
Huh?
Is that with Giancarlo Esposito?
Who in the world is that?
He's
The
not
guy
with
from
the
Breaking
dude who's
Bad, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
From Breaking
Gus.
Bad.
Yeah, Gus. Gustavo Fring
Far
Yeah.
from
Cry
Breaking
6,
Bad.
bro?
Yeah, Far Cry 6. Is it
Yeah.
not 6? Yeah, it's 6.
Yeah,
This
I think
one.
it's 6.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Great game. I enjoyed it. I loved it.
Oh, you can play with
It's-
our friends, right?
Yeah, you can play with. It's actually like only 2 people, so
okay.
you and
Okay.
another person. But it's like such a freaking cold game. Like the map is like really big, so you got lots of land to explore. I still haven't even fully like explored the world.
Oh, you'll love Elden Ring then.
Oh my God.
And not only that, like the storyline is like amazing.
Yeah.
Did you guys play it?
I've never played it. Never played it.
Okay.
I have not.
I've only seen YouTube videos and I've seen them like just conquer some like base.
So basically it's like about a person, Gus. I don't know his name in the game, but he's like basically like in charge of this like land, like country. And so basically you are trying to take him down because he's doing like all these crazy stuff. Like he puts he makes people harvest crops that have poison and causes cancer for cancer treatment, which is crazy. It's like ironic.
How
too.
ironic.
Yeah, like, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
right.
Um, But he's basically doing bad for his people. He turns them into slaves. He kills them if they don't do what they're supposed to do. It's just
That
like
sounds
it's
evil, bro.
it's insane. But
Yeah.
like the storyline is amazing. The side quest kind of does get boring. Like you said, like you see like videos of you trying to like take over bases and stuff. But that's because it's part
like a
of the
rinse and
story.
repeat.
Yeah, you have to. You know,
Yeah.
otherwise, it's like.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I enjoy Far Cry 6 for sure. Did you play it?
I did not, but I have a question for you though.
Okay.
So you played Far Cry 6.
I did.
I'm assuming you like games similar. This is also, I just thought about this, one of my favorite games of all time, and it's possible it might be yours too, is Just Cause 3.
I was literally just thinking of that.
Yeah,
crazy.
that game is so fun. So fun as far as just like those arcadey, like just blow up the base type games.
Yeah.
I think that might be like the most, because you can do anything. It is it's like a Hitman level like sandbox where it's just like there's stuff there, just by any means get it done. It's really fun.
I was actually thinking you were gonna say Wolfenstein.
No, I have played those games, but yeah,
Bro, that's a weird name.
That's what it called Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
No, do you know what it's about?
Nah.
It's about like
It's,
modern neo Nazis and blowing them up.
Oh,
like,
man.
It's like a what if America lost in World War II.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
But I think that was also the first video game that ever came out.
Actually,
too,
it
right?
is, the first
yeah,
shooter
that's
ever.
a precursor or shooter. Yeah, precursor to Doom.
You know what's
I've actually played the original Wolfenstein. It is so hard to
You
play.
can do it on a calculator.
so to continue out with the discussion, we're gonna move on to what's the worst game.
I mean, like
Dauntless.
buck for buck, Dauntless.
That just goes to my mind. I don't like
bro,
that game.
okay, valid.
I don't like that game whatsoever.
For me, it's gonna be a hot take. You guys are gonna murder me.
Uh-oh.
Oh God,
Watch us never play it when he mentions it.
I did not like BO4.
Oh, I didn't either. That game
Black Ops
sucks.
4 was ass.
That game
What you mean?
sucks.
It's just like all the other games. It's a rinse and repeat, dude. There's like nothing different.
Dude,
nope. I
The-
think
okay,
that game
Blackout
is
was
dookie.
Blackout was broken. There was no story. Zombies was, I guess, like, did they even fucking have zombies?
They
no,
had
zombies.
they had one map that was decent, and they just did a disgrace, dishonor
So bad.
to a Mob of the Dead.
And I just want to say this, bro. The skill climbing was it's pay to win. It was literally so pay to
Yeah.
win.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was so bad.
But it ended off like the original what are they? The Origins team, you know, for
Dude,
like Rick
dude,
Top.
I don't
I'm
care.
just-
I want a good game.
Yo,
Yeah, Black
This
Ops
guy.
3 was way better.
Way
Never had a
better.
shot
Way
on it,
better.
Way better.
Also, one of the, in my opinion, one of the best games. We don't gotta
Advanced
go into
Warfare was
that.
really good.
We don't have to go into that. But
Actually-
that
What are
is
this guy's
great.
takes, bro?
Advanced
Actually,
Warfare was okay. I
It
didn't
was-
mind
No,
it.
Advanced
not really.
Warfare was trash.
There's no way.
I'm sorry.
Advanced Warfare was trash.
Yeah, what
I
is
couldn't even
wrong
do-
with
I couldn't
Runabouts?
even download the game. That's how bad it was. Like I bought the game and it wasn't even letting
Let's
me.
see, get the disc.
download.
I have a soft spot
It
for
doesn't
that
matter.
game.
It's bad.
It was,
I have
it was
a
the
soft-
first COD I bought, so I have a soft spot
me,
for
the
it.
first one I ever
Objectively,
played
that
was
game
BO2.
sucks.
What about
bro.
Ghost?
Never played it. That game was ass.
I played it, bro.
From what I've played, it wasn't the best.
It was.
No, yeah, right.
The
my dad
story
had
was
it.
sad
That's
as
just-
crap.
So
Oh yeah, you keep PTSD flashbacks whenever I mention it.
I'm gonna name a couple games, PC games, because most of you guys are more of a PC. No, you're not a PC gamer.
Nah.
I'm PC.
You too.
He's
Wow,
PC.
Alright.
Yeah, you're the
So-
only one.
So these are for you two.
Yeah.
Worst PC games: Batman Arkham Knight #1.
That's like a console and PC. game.
What?
Yeah, but
Was it
right
really
now
that
PC
bad?
games. It says
I played
right
like
here.
15 hours. I, did not
I know
play
that
the whole
game's notorious for being not good.
All right.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Game
bad.
number 2: Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh, that game actually might be. I've seen videos on that game. Yes, it lives up to that title.
Fallout 76.
Oh, that one.
I can get by that.
That one's bad
That was
because of
ass.
the everything around the game. And well, actually, no, that game was completely broken.
Nah,
on
it
launch.
was pretty broken, dude.
Yeah, the game
there was
was
so many glitches.
Yeah, I forgot about.
Some guy, I think.
I was thinking about the microtransactions.
Day one, I'm pretty sure some guy found out how to get like absolutely beat the game in like 10 minutes.
Well,
or
they,
something.
they figured out the secret developer safe room with like unlimited
was.
gold and stuff or whatever it was.
Yeah, in like the first day, right?
Yeah, it's just like, and it was real easy because the game was so broken. You can just clip through everything.
What about Resident Evil 4?
Not sure.
Are you
Which
about
one?
to say that's bad, bro?
It says it's.
Where are
it's
you getting this information from, bro?
Bro,
Google,
Resident
Google.
Evil 4 was amazing.
Really?
Yes.
Damn. It says it's.
Maybe
what-
it's a remake.
It says
No,
it's.
but the remake was
The
also
remake
good
was
too.
even better.
I mean, it was a little
Yeah.
bit like dried out, low key, but like
The
it
voice
was good.
acting was pretty bad.
Huh?
Voice acting was pretty bad.
Yeah, it might be it then.
Everything,
it was just
no, but
Ada Wong,
everything
though.
else was actually way better than the original.
No, it was just Ada Wong, low key.
That was bad. It literally sounded like she was recording with like
just with the blank face.
yeah. It sounded like she was It's like Megan Fox in the new MK, bro.
Oh yeah.
I
Nobody
heard about
uses
that.
her. Nobody uses her.
Dude, I heard that the voiceovers on that one, she was
Oh,
not even
boy.
trying.
It's
Like,
like, don't I scare you in the lace? And then she has like a voice crack in her voice. I don't like that.
Can I say
That's
something
crazy.
that's gonna make everybody mad? That game I do not like.
He says Spider-Man.
No.
Oh, okay.
2 games. One of them I don't. To varying levels. I think DayZ is horrible.
I agree.
I think that
agree.
game is garbage. I
There's
think
nothing
my
to do.
friends are gonna watch this podcast, and I hope they hear that. That game is dookie. I would never let my kids play it. It is the worst. The worst. Number 2, Rust is the most overrated
That is
game I have ever played in my entire life. I would rather scoop my butt on sandpaper than ever play that game
Dude,
ever again.
I'm not kidding. Rust is actually
It
super
is
overrated.
so annoying. The community is like beyond toxic to where it's like it's not enjoyable. It's just
And they
racist.
have no lives.
It's like, yeah, they have no lives. They're like basement dwellers. It's like if you took the worst parts of Reddit and put it on a video game. Why would you ever want to play
Literally, bro. Ark is almost as bad.
that? I've heard horrible things from Ark. I've not played that game.
These
though.
all have something similar, bro. Like they're all open world, but there's like nothing to do in those open worlds.
Well,
you know?
in DayZ, it is just like
it's a walking simulator.
it's
I hate
walking
that game.
simulator. The mechanics suck. The gameplay sucks. Everything about that game sucks.
so I think we should wrap it up.
Yep.
As long as we agree with that, I'm okay with
Yeah,
it.
all
That
good here.
DayZ's bad. All right, so we ran into a little bit of a time constraint. We really got in the weeds of this pressing
Yeah.
matter. But we will have to move on with the episode. Thank you for viewing this. A huge thank you to Columbia College of Missouri for sponsoring this episode. Big shout out to them. And then also thank you to Matt, Moises, and Eric for helping the support for this episode. I appreciate you listening.
I want to give a special thanks to our audio editor, Andy Wilson, as well as Yessie.
Oh, of course.
And everybody that's involved in the Eye of the podcast, as well as the Eye of the Observer. Thank you for putting so much time and emphasis in making this podcast better, as well as the news editing side. Thank you for everyone.
Yeah, thank you. You see, Moises is a better man than I am, clearly. All right, appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. See you soon.